Good morning, guys. Here we are on another adventure. Fred, would you like to finish it up? You always do the morning.
Fred and Sheila McCoy, fredmccoy.com for all the information. We're at Blackberry Creek, and she'll stop here and this is called Blackberry Fish Pond, Blackberry Park. Over the years, they put a senior citizen building up there on top of the hill. Right here is where I was born and raised. We've done a video on this years ago where that coal truck's coming there. I grew up right up there. I went to school right down there around that curve. Take it, Sheila. And this is where they put the monument on Blackberry Creek.
Yep.
And it was for Rosanna and Randall McCoy. Of course, Rosanna and Randall owned property, and this is where they lived on Blackberry Fork. And over the years, they put this. We've done a video, guys. If you want an intense video, then it's back through there. In fact, we may have done a couple of them, but look here on the front of this monument. Look here on the front, facing the roadway. Now, this is Blackberry, Kentucky.
Yep.
Blackberry.
See the
Randall
Kentucky
McCoy
here?
lived on Blackberry Fork. And look who that fella right there is. Started to call him a gentleman, but I won't make that mistake. There's you, a murderer. A man that went to his grave with murder warrants from Kentucky on him. Famed feud leader William Anderson Devil Anse Hatfield was born September 9th, 1839 in what is now Mingo County, West Virginia. Married Levice Chafin and had 13 children. He was a Confederate veteran. He was a Confederate deserter.
Yeah, that's not
See,
right.
that a Confederate veteran, he was a Confederate deserter. He left. He was barely there long enough to get a uniform, if he did get a uniform. He died on January 6, 1921, and is buried at Saran, West Virginia. What the hell's a monument doing here on Blackberry Creek, Kentucky, representing Devil Anse Hatfield? I say this in many videos, and I'll say it again. You won't find Randall McCoy over in West Virginia, a monument of him anywhere. But you sure are going to find him in Kentucky. This man come to Kentucky and murdered 3 of Randall McCoy's boys, tied them to trees and slaughtered them. He sent John C. Cap, Jim Vance, all of them, to burn the cabin down and murder 2 more of his children. Beat his wife. Look over here on this side.
Come around.
You've got
the back.
Devil Anse there. You've got John C. Hatfield right here. Of course, John C. and Roseanne were lovers. But look at those 2 people. Now, walk around here to the main back. Well, first of all, look at here. Can you see that?
I can.
Can you see the mow? Can you guys see this right here? That's mow. That's mow.
That's the only side that's got it.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
And facing the north, facing the hillside, and it's got all the mow. Nobody can see from this side. That's Randall McCoy. Famed feud leader Randolph McCoy was born October the 30th, 1825, married Sarah McCoy on December the 9th, 1849. They lost their home and 7 children as a result of the Hatfield-McCoy feud. After the feud, Randall operated a ferry in Pikeville for many years. He died on March 28, 1914, and is buried at Dill Cemetery, Pikeville, Kentucky. So here you are. You've got 3 sides of that stone, that monument, and all 3 of them are facing the road in one manner or the other. If you're standing right here at Devil Anse, when those hedges are not there, you can see that road. There goes a car. So everybody that goes up and down this road can see old Devil Anse.
Yep.
They can see old Johnsy, and they can see Rosanna. But back here on the back, covered in mow, that the Pike County Tourism that makes money from showing these monuments and running bus runs and things like that, they can't take enough time to come over and have prisoners or somebody sweep the monument, take some Windex,
Clean it off.
Yeah, even Sheila, she's not telling me to cut it off or nothing right now. She's agreeing with me, which I'm not saying nothing. That's not true.
Right.
I mean, Where you at, Ron McCoy? Okay, now she's motioning for me. But where you at? Where's Mr. Ron McCoy at that goes over there and looks up at Devil Anse Hatfield and wonders what he's thinking? Here's your great-great-great-grandfather, supposedly. We still haven't never seen a DNA, but he says he's the third great-grandson of Randolph McCoy. He come in here and sued John Vance over his property, wanting access to a McCoy cemetery so they could run a bus to it and charge people. John wouldn't have it. Cared enough for that. But, deceased. Huh?
John is now deceased.
Yeah, John's deceased. He just died a couple months ago. But where you at? You can't come back here and clean your great-great-great-grandfather's monument? Unless there's a camera around, of course. Now, you get the newspaper over here. She's looking at me. I gotta look the other way. She's motioning for me. It's true, Sheila. It's true. Look at her. That's that famous... Shut up, Fred.
That's what they're gonna know. I'm gonna be known for.
That's that famous shut up, Fred moment. But I get so disgusted. All these people that loves this history, Hatfield and McCoy,
yeah,
they love it. They love to milk it. They love to get in the newspaper. They love to get on Facebook. They love to. But boy, look here at the monuments. Vent's over. It's okay, babe. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know, but they at least should clean it off once they done the grass.
Yeah, that's it's sad. It's sad. And there's people that there's not been a county I've ever worked in where we didn't have a jail or a jailer that would send prisoners out to clean up, cut weeds, sweep, pick up trash.
Yep.
You know, if the family members are not going to do it.
I do like how they've got this and they've got West Virginia on one side. See, it says Tug River.
We done a story on that, guys. That's a bunch of plaques here. If you'll go back through, I'm not going to go over them, but if you'll go back through.
This represents the Tug River, this little winding thing, of course.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, well, it also says it on there too.
Okay, here's West Virginia.
Yep.
On this side.
Of the Tug.
Of the Tug, and that's the Tug River, Sheila's saying.
See the sign?
I see that. And Sheila's actually in Kentucky.
I'm in Kentucky.
And I'm in West Virginia. And it's some interesting history and a beautiful park, beautiful place to come visit. Beautiful history. Just sad it's not kept up, and it's sad that they put a man from West Virginia as the top row on a Blackberry location when he killed people from Blackberry. He was a menace to Blackberry. He was a menace to Kentucky. And somebody that don't know their history or knows that over the years this man has been turned from a villain into a hero. And they thought, well, we'll get all kinds of tourism if we put Devil Anse out front, because, you know, Devil Anse got that big beard. He looks, that's the hillbilly. That's where we got our nickname in West Virginia and Kentucky. Hillbilly. That's him. You don't see that over here with a distinguished looking, hard to call that man a hillbilly, suit and tie. I only got 4 or 5 pictures of them in life. None of them with a gun. Not one picture carrying a gun. And you may have one picture of Devil Anse not carrying a gun. Criminal, villain, bad guy. And he wanted that reputation. He liked that. He had little man syndrome, Napoleon syndrome, Charles Manson syndrome. Okay, she's getting. Guys, we're at Blackberry Park. Like I said, you can't see it from here. Right over top of that green sign down there is the Blackberry Grade School. That's where I went to grade school at, kindergarten through 8. I can almost throw a rock to it from the Blackberry Fish Pond, and I can almost throw a rock around that curve to Left-Hand Fork to where I was born and raised. And you know you're getting old, and I don't know if I've covered this before or not, but you know you're getting old. In fact, we'll probably stop and film it on the way back out. Okay. But Blackberry Grade School, where I went to grade school at, is now what?
Part of it's a haunted house.
It's a haunted house.
And the other part is a
Four-wheeler.
four-wheeler thing where they can pull up in there and camp.
I was born in Wimpson Memorial Hospital over across the river in West Virginia. That's where I was born, Wimpson Memorial. What is Wimpson Memorial Hospital now? It's a haunted house.
It's a haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a haunted house also.
Sorry.
So you know you're getting old when the hospital you were born in and the grade school you went to school at all your life is haunted houses.
Haunted house. Yeah.
And I think that's only 2 haunted houses around here. So that's something. We'll film this one on the way back out. I don't know that we'll be going by Wimpson Memorial Hospital on the way, but if we do, we'll get a quick shot of it.
Picture of it. Yeah, that way I can include it in the video if you want.
We'll try it.
That'd be cool.
Sheila, well, we won't say nothing right now because we're going to stop and do the grade school.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
okay, here we go.
There we go. We went and got some Clorox wipes, at least trying to clean it up a little bit. Get the mold off of there, so maybe it'll look a little bit better. There you go. Looks good.
She won't let me talk. I'm not to say nothing.
Yeah, that's, yeah. It's okay, though. You're doing good.
Sheila says if you can't say nothing good...
Don't say nothing at all.
Yeah. But there'll be people out there that can relate to me, and there's also going to be people that don't understand why I get so...
Yeah.
But...
I understand, but...
guys, the funny thing is, if there's a camera on people... I'm not doing this because there's a camera on. We got a video, and we're going to... It's going to make the video to show where we're at on Blackberry, so it's not... But there's people that does this in order to just get media coverage. And if you're doing it for that reason, you're standing there holding your... I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
I can see her up
there. You go. Yep. Just...
But
okay.
If you can't do something out of the goodness of your heart...
That's
but
what
you
you're
act like you
to do.
care about these feud people. You act like... I've never acted like I cared about Devil Ants. I don't. I don't.
Well,
I hope he's in heaven. I don't wish him.
I was going to say, don't
wish
wish him
him
no ill will or nothing.
No,
we don't.
no, I don't. But I'm saying, Devil Ants was a mean man, and he lived up to
his
what
nickname.
he wanted, the reputation that he wanted, and that's even going on today. His descendants are even spreading that today, and all right,
looks good, babe.
I'm gonna do Roseanne.
Randall said to tell you thank you. He appreciates it.
I'm gonna do Rosanna's too.
Yeah, she's got some, looks like at the top of
no, it ain't. None of them's like this.
no, his was
Randall
really
was
bad. You can look at the white down here and see how
And you know,
bad
these
it
people will
was.
come in from Oklahoma, from Georgia, from North Carolina, and they care so. I see you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Guys, I feel terrible because that ain't the kind of fella I am to do something and not do
the whole job.
Yeah.
I know what you're
This is
saying. I
killing
knew you
me.
was going to do that.
This is killing me to do this.
But it's the correct thing to do,
But
the polite thing to do.
and I don't like this guy, or I don't like his ways.
What he's, yeah,
But,
there you go.
I'm going to do this for him
Sure.
because I would hope that if somebody did come to do him,
That
and
they would
Randall's
clean
was in
the
that kind of
rest,
shape,
yeah.
but it looks like somebody has. It looks like somebody's cleaned his and Johnson's. Look there, they're
yeah,
smooth.
Johnson doesn't have anything
They're
on
as
his
smooth
either.
as they can be.
Yeah,
That's smooth.
yeah.
There's nothing. So somebody has cleaned These, they just hadn't cleaned Randall's. Even Rosanna's
That's sad.
was not that bad. So that's the kind of person that they have made.
Yeah, see, there, it's gone.
That's the kind of person they've made Randall out to be, and the reputation he has got, and how Rosanna, or Devil Ants and Cat, and Chauncey have been memorialized. All right, let's go film the Blackberry Grade School.
Okay. We'll join back up with you in a second.
We're going up Blackberry. Directly behind us is where we just left the monument.
Yep.
This is called, we're on Highway 1056 from down at the foot of Blackberry Mountain, where Preacher Ance's cabin. That was Farley's Grocery. That was a little grocery store I used to walk to.
Aww.
Right over here to the left. Over here's a nice place on the right.
Oh,
there.
wow. I know. I love this place here. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Right over here on the left, across this bridge, this is left-hand fork of Blackberry. This is where I was raised.
Yep.
This, Ma and Paul's old home place used to sit right there where that yellow house is.
See that pump house back there?
And my mom and dad's house sit right here where that blue swimming pool is.
Yeah.
Out here to the left, there was a restaurant.
Okay.
Mom and dad owned a restaurant. And then years later, they had a skating rink out there. That's where I was born and raised, right there. And
sure
the old pump house is still there.
That's what I was trying to point at.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
That's
should have
okay.
pitched in. I would have. So everything, like everything else, time takes its toll.
We lived there for a little bit.
Huh?
We lived there for a little bit when we were first married.
When Sheila and I first got married, yep, we did. We lived there. I used to patrol. This was Blackberry Creek was where some of my area was when I was a deputy sheriff.
Yep.
And then I made detective, and I worked the entire Pike County. But going around this curve right here, you'll see it's where we just came from. You couldn't see it for the trees or the bushes. Right up there is the senior citizens.
And
Right here is the monument we were talking about. And this is where I used to come fishing at and swimming when I was a kid. Now right down here is going to be Blackberry Grade School. I'm sorry, go ahead. Up here on the hill to the left is where the Hatfield Cemetery is, where Dad lies. George Hatfield, my great-great-great-grandfather, which was Preacher Ance's father. And here's Blackberry Grade School. Here is also where you'll see the sign,
That's what it said.
Asa Harmon McCoy.
Yep. See, there's the haunted house.
There's Asa Harmon
There's the
McCoy's
sign for that.
historical marker.
Yep.
And right here is Blackberry Grade School. This is where I went to school at.
Yep.
From kindergarten through the 8th grade. Marched across that stage up there in the cafeteria and got my little diploma. Went on to Belfry High School. At Belfry High School, I went into the Marines at 17 years old. But this is the Blackberry Grade School now, which is now a haunted house. Right back up in there is where the cave is at, where Asa Harmon McCoy was killed. It's private property.
Yep.
They don't want nobody up there, so I can tell you that right off the bat, but I will tell you where it's located at. Now, Sheila and I are going to go over into West Virginia. We got some more corrections and filming to do.
Cemetery.
Up there's the cemetery where
We did a video on
George
that one,
McCoy
too.
battlized, Constable Floyd Hatfield. That's my Hatfield ancestors up there. We've done a video on it. I started this Blackberry Fire Department years and years ago. We formed it and started it. Me and my dad and Jackie Denver Varney, Paul Farley, Charlie Farley. Bill Scott, some of these old people around here. I'm sure I'm leaving out a bunch, but they're all now dead and gone. But all right, Sheila, you got something to say?
Hi guys, hope you're having a great morning. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thank you, guys.